Welcome to my firm review. In this video, I'd like to make an evaluation on a firm named Room. It was published in 2015 by director Leni Abrahamson and written by Emma Donoghue, based on her 2010 novel of the same name. The major actors in this film are Brie Larson, who acts as a woman who has been held captive for 7 years and whose 5-year-old son was born in captivity, acted by Jacob Tremblay. At the very beginning of this film, it showed that there was a 24-year-old woman named Joy and her 5-year-old son named Jack, who has been locked and live in a squalid shed called Room. They share a bed, toilet, bathtub, television, and kitchen, and there was only a window with a skylight. Actually, the real mastermind was the Jack bio father called Old Nick. He abducted Joy for 7 years and locked her in the room. One night, Jack was curious and he tried to venture out of the closet when Joy and Nick were sleeping. Suddenly, Nick woke up and tried to grab him away. Joy was angry and slapped him. Finally, Nick left that room with anger. After that, he cut off their heat and power as punishment. At this moment, Joy decided to have a plan for escaping. She decided to have a fake fever on Jack and hoped that Nick will take him to hospital. However, Nick only brought back some antibiotics. After the plan failed, Joy decided to play that on Jack. She rolled him up with a carpet so that Nick would take him to outside from the room. When Nick was taking Jack's dead body for burial, Jack jumped down from his truck and made a passerby for help. Nick feared to bring him back to the room. Afterwards, the police found the room and Nick was arrested. Joy has taken an interview and the reporters persuade her to send Jack to the orphanage to have an independent life. After the interview, Joy felt stressed and tried to suicide. Jack gradually accepted the word that he met recently and he requested to go back to the room. A few days after, they went back to the room and said goodbye to every staff in it. For the analysis, there are some mise-en-scène elements used in this film, such as soundstage and some other props, like aluminium foil, measuring cups, and little toys. Next is costume and makeup. Joy and Jack wear the same clothes when they are staying in a room. They use soft light and low-key lighting in this film to create a helpless and sad atmosphere. All this had tried to build up the feeling of this film and make the film feel completely. So in this film, I feel such pain for them for being locked in a small room for 7 years. In a scene, when Joy says, "I'm not a good ma," it breaks my heart and Jack replies that, "But you are still my ma." I had to pause the movie because it was so touching and I'm crying on this scene. She was not just his mother, but she was and is his whole world. In the other scene, when the reporters questioning Joy about sending Jack off from her, this scene has pissed me off. She was Jack's mother and why they can't stay together. And the last scene I remember most was the scene when Jack said bye to everything in the room that they have stayed in for years. It was a very good ending for me. It was like he was saying goodbye to all those sadness and pain of the past. At the end of my film review, the film Room is an amazing film for me and I would recommend this movie to my friends or even parents. And that's all for my simple film review today. Thank you for watching and listening. Have a nice day.